On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
pretension to authority, baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
walk backward, backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Automobile.
A road vehicle that has four wheels and is powered by an engine, used for transporting people or goods.
Examples:
driverless automobile, automobile insurance. The automobile industry is a major contributor to air pollution in cities.
Idol.
An image or representation of a god or goddess, or a person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered.
Examples:
idol worship, idol singer. He was an idol to his fans, who looked up to him as a role model.
Convinced.
Completely certain about something, having a strong belief or conviction in a particular religion.
Examples:
convinced of the idea, convinced criminal. The public is convinced that the Prime Minister has committed fraud.
Nostalgia.
A sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past.
Examples:
a warm nostalgia, nostalgia trip. The ice cream truck sound brought back nostalgia for my childhood.
Adventurous.
Willing to take risks and try new or difficult things.
Examples:
lead an adventurous life, adventurous pioneers. He has an adventurous spirit and is unafraid of risks.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
possibility for growth, possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
planet like the Earth, save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
majority of his wealth, material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Mobility.
The ability to move or be moved freely or easily from one place, job, or social class to another.
Examples:
Lack in mobility. Improve social mobility. I have limited mobility in my arms.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic. Smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Reshape.
To change the form or structure of something.
Examples:
Reshape education policy. Reshape my thoughts. The advent of the internet completely reshaped the manufacturing industry.
Demography.
The study of the statistics of human populations, such as size, growth, density, distribution, and vital statistics.
Examples:
Demography study. The city's demography report. The demography of the country is changing rapidly due to migration and the aging population.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Vanish.
Disappear or stop being present or existing suddenly and completely.
Examples:
Vanish into thin air. Vanish amid the crowd. 2 months later, my tumor vanished utterly.
Vanquish.
To defeat or conquer thoroughly, to overcome and gain control over someone or something.
Examples:
Vanquish an opponent. Vanquish a fear. The army successfully vanquished their enemy in the battle and gained control of the territory.
Puffy.
Swollen or distended, especially with air or gas.
Examples:
Puffy offshore winds. Puffy eyes. His cheeks looked puffy after he overate junk food.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Diphtheria.
An infectious disease caused by the bacterium Corynebacterium diphtheriae, characterized by inflammation and the formation of a thick, grayish membrane in the nose, throat, and other respiratory passages.
Examples:
Diphtheria vaccine. Diphtheria infection. Due to the diphtheria outbreak, the government declared a state of emergency and began vaccinating the population.
Rubella.
An infectious viral disease, also known as German measles, characterized by a rash, mild fever, and swollen lymph nodes, especially dangerous to pregnant women as it can cause congenital disabilities.
Examples:
Rubella outbreak. Congenital rubella. Pregnant women are advised to vaccinate against rubella to protect their unborn babies.
Polio.
An acute infectious disease caused by a virus that attacks nerve cells in the spinal cord and brain, leading to paralysis, muscle weakness, and potentially lifelong disability.
Examples:
Polio epidemic. Polio eradication. The polio vaccine development is regarded as one of the greatest medical achievements of the 20th century.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Triumph.
A great victory or achievement.
Examples:
Triumph of democracy. Triumph of the spirit. The team's triumph in the championship resulted from their hard work and dedication.
Accomplishment.
The successful completion of a task or goal, an ability that has been acquired by training.
Examples:
Proud of his accomplishments. The accomplishment of a social goal. Graduating from college was a major accomplishment for her.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Disgrace.
A loss of respect, honor, or dignity, a state of shame or public humiliation, an action or behavior that is seen as immoral or unacceptable. Verb, to bring shame, dishonor, or discredit upon someone or something.
Examples:
Disgrace our family name. Political disgrace. The government's failure to address the poverty issue was a disgrace to their leadership.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Thorough.
Done completely, significantly careful and accurate.
Examples:
Thorough investigation. Provide thorough analysis. A thorough brushing helps to keep your mouth fresh.
Trash.
Discarded material, refuse, or waste.
Examples:
Trash bin. Trash disposal site. The city is taking measures to reduce the amount of trash in the streets.
Potable.
Suitable for drinking, safe and fit to be consumed as a beverage.
Examples:
Potable wells. Potable drinking source. We should always ensure that we have a potable water source when going camping.
Arable.
Relating to land that is suitable for growing crops, capable of being plowed and used for agriculture.
Examples:
Arable soil. Arable farming. The arable land in the valley was ideal for growing wheat and corn.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the earth.
Innovate.
To introduce new methods, ideas, or products.
Examples:
Innovate a new method. Innovate the quality of his life. Companies developing self-driving cars consistently innovate the emerging technologies.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Rap.
A type of music characterized by a strong, repetitive beat and lyrics that often focus on social and political issues, a reproach for some lapse or misdeed.
Examples:
Rap music. Get a rap. The new rap album is getting a lot of attention.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Verge.
The point at which something is about to happen or where something begins, the edge or margin of something, particularly a physical boundary or border.
Examples:
Verge of bankruptcy. On the verge of tears. He stood on the verge of a major discovery.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Enlightenment.
Education that results in understanding and the spread of knowledge.
Examples:
Spiritual enlightenment. Enlightenment activity. He finally brought his enlightenment to perfection.
Vigorously.
In a way that is very energetic and enthusiastic.
Examples:
Vigorously shake. Mix vigorously by hand. He vigorously scrubbed the stains on the shirt.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
A while.
For a short time, a little while.
Examples:
Rest a while. To be patient a while. They spent a while longer admiring the view before heading back.
Amaze.
To fill with wonder, surprise, or admiration.
Examples:
Amaze and entertain visitors. Amaze everyone. The magician's tricks amazed the audience.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples.
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Genetically.
In a way that relates to or is produced by genes, equals the units in the cells of a living thing received by an animal or plant from its parents, or heredity.
Examples.
Genetically inherited traits. Genetically manipulated plant. The genetically modified crops were resistant to pests and required less water.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples.
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples.
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples.
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples.
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples.
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Haphazard.
Marked by a lack of order, system, or coherence, characterized by randomness or chance without any guiding principle or plan.
Examples.
Haphazard approach. Haphazard design. The company's hiring process was haphazard, with no objective criteria or standards.
Trespass.
To enter someone's private property without permission or legal authority, to infringe upon or violate someone's rights, boundaries, or personal space.
Examples.
Trespass against his rights. Trespass into the country's waters. The sign warns visitors not to trespass on private property. Journalist. A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Bother.
To disturb, annoy, or cause inconvenience or worry to someone, to take the trouble or effort to do something.
Examples:
Bother the neighbors. Bother with details. Please don't bother me while I'm trying to concentrate.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Fanatic.
Characterized by excessive enthusiasm or zeal, displaying irrational or extreme devotion to a cause, ideology, or person, often to the point of intolerance or extremism.
Examples:
Fanatic about germs. Fanatic devotion. The fanatic supporters of the sports team traveled across the country to watch the match.
Thoughtful.
Characterized by careful and considerate thinking, showing consideration for the feelings and needs of others, reflecting deep or serious thought.
Examples:
Thoughtful consideration. Thoughtful gift. The company's CEO made a thoughtful decision to offer employees more flexibility in their work schedules.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
Educated adult. Educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Ambivalent.
Having mixed or conflicting feelings or attitudes towards something or someone, uncertainty or indecision about what course of action to take.
Examples:
Ambivalent feelings. Ambivalent attitude. I feel ambivalent about attending the party since I don't know anyone there.
Ironic.
A situation or event that is opposite of what is expected, the use of words to mean the opposite of their literal or original meaning.
Examples:
Ironic twist. Ironic consequence. It's ironic that the rain started just as they finished building the new picnic shelter.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Challenger.
A person or thing that challenges or competes with someone or something else, a contestant in a competition or challenge.
Examples:
Challenger brand. Political challenger. The challenger in the boxing match put up a good fight.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples:
A worldwide epidemic. Health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Autism.
A developmental disorder characterized by difficulties in social interaction, verbal and nonverbal communication.
Examples:
High-functioning autism. Autism spectrum disorder. There is no cure for autism, but early intervention and therapy can improve outcomes for individuals with the condition.
Measles.
A highly infectious viral disease that causes fever, red spots on the skin, and other flu-like symptoms, typically affects children.
Examples:
Measles outbreak. Measles vaccine. The school sent a notice of a measles case in one of the classrooms.
Mumps.
A contagious viral infection characterized by painful swelling of the salivary glands, especially the parotid glands located on the sides of the face.
Examples:
Mumps virus. Contagious mumps. The outbreak of mumps in the school caused widespread concern among parents.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Correlation.
A statistical relationship between two variables in which one variable is affected by the other. A reciprocal relation between two or more facts, numbers, etc.
Examples:
Ecological correlation. Correlation coefficient. There is a strong correlation between education level and income.
Anecdote.
A short and amusing or interesting story about a real incident or person.
Examples:
Personal anecdote. Funny anecdote. She entertained the guests with anecdotes about her travels and experiences.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Disastrous.
Extremely bad, harmful, or unsuccessful.
Examples:
Have disastrous consequences. Absolutely disastrous effect. The emission of hazardous substances has disastrous effects on the ecology of a region.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Illiterate.
Unable to read or write, lacking knowledge in a particular field.
Examples:
Illiterate population. Illiterate adult. He was illiterate and could not read the instructions.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Causation.
The action or relationship between an event or action and its effect or consequence, the explanation for why something happens.
Examples:
Causation analysis. Direct causation. The causation of the disease is still under investigation by medical researchers.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Scourge.
A person or thing that causes great suffering or destruction. Verb, to punish someone severely.
Examples:
Scourge of AIDS. Bring a scourge under control. The plague was a scourge that killed millions of people.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Agony.
Extreme physical or mental pain or suffering, often prolonged or intense.
Examples:
Severe agony. Emotional agony. The athlete fell to the ground in agony after injuring their ankle.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Rotavirus.
A virus commonly causes gastroenteritis, an inflammation of the stomach and intestines, particularly in young children. It is spread via contaminated food, water, and surfaces.
Examples:
Rotavirus infection. Spread of rotavirus. The symptoms of rotavirus include diarrhea, vomiting, and fever.
Whine.
To utter a high-pitched, complaining sound, often in a tone that is irritating or grating to others. To express discontent or dissatisfaction in a persistent or annoying manner.
Examples:
Whine about homework. Whine about the weather. The child began to whine when his mom said they couldn't go to the park.
Terror.
Intense fear, a state of intense fear or alarm.
Examples:
Terror attack. Terror group. The bomb blast spread terror among the people.
Testify.
To provide evidence or give a statement under oath, often in a legal or formal setting, such as a court of law. To bear witness to or affirm the truth of something based on personal knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Testify under oath. Testify as an alibi witness. The witness took the stand to testify about what she saw on the night of the crime.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Strident.
Loud, harsh, and grating to the ears, presenting a forceful or insistent tone or manner.
Examples:
Strident call for action. Strident criticism. Her strident voice made it difficult for anyone to ignore her.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Lax.
Not strict or severe, relaxed or lenient.
Examples:
Lax border controls. Lax attitude. The lax security measures allowed the thief to enter the building easily.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Fabulous.
Extremely pleasing or good, based on or told of in traditional stories.
Examples:
A fabulous price. A fabulous monster. Thank you for inviting such a fabulous party tonight.
Din.
A loud, confused noise, a loud, persistent racket.
Examples:
Din of traffic. Mighty din. The din of the city was overwhelming.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Paralysis.
A condition in which you are unable to move or lose control of part or most of the body because of illness or injury.
Examples:
Moral paralysis. Paralysis in the leg. Massive demonstrations lead to total paralysis of transportation.
Vitamin.
Any of a group of organic compounds that are essential in small quantities to the diet and are present in natural foodstuffs or sometimes produced within the body.
Examples:
Rich in vitamin D. Vitamin deficiency. Vitamin C is important for immune system function and skin health.
Antioxidant.
A substance that inhibits oxidation, especially one used to counteract the deterioration of stored food products.
Examples:
High levels of antioxidants. Antioxidant behavior. Fruits and vegetables are good sources of antioxidants.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Useless.
Not serving any useful purpose, having no practical result.
Examples:
Useless information. Useless in the kitchen. The old, rusty tools were now useless and had to be thrown away.
Urine.
A liquid byproduct of metabolism in humans and in many other animals that are released from the body when you urinate.
Examples:
Urine composition. Blood in the urine. They collected a urine specimen for urinalysis.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Pharmaceutical.
Relating to the production and selling of the medical drugs.
Examples:
Major pharmaceutical companies. Commercial pharmaceutical products. She gave money to help set up a pharmaceutical laboratory.
Cruel.
Feeling or showing pleasure in causing pain or suffering to others.
Examples:
A cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel joke. The dictator was known for his cruel and oppressive regime.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Placebo.
Harmless substance, especially given as a pacifier or to the control group in experiments on the efficacy of a drug.
Examples:
Placebo therapy. Patient in the placebo group. A double-blind procedure is used to guard against experimenter bias and placebo effects.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Ginkgo.
A type of large, deciduous tree native to China that is prized for its leaves, which are used in traditional medicine and supplements, also commonly grown as an ornamental tree.
Examples:
Ginkgo extract. Ginkgo biloba. The ginkgo tree leaves turn a beautiful golden yellow in the fall.
Fraud.
The crime of gaining money or financial benefits by deceiving people, a person who makes deceitful pretenses.
Examples:
Get money by fraud. Victim of fraud. The police arrested them for committing insurance fraud.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Secretary.
A person whose job is to deal with correspondence, keep records, and do administrative work for a company or organization.
Examples:
A confidential secretary. Secretary General. The chief secretary was responsible for organizing the meeting.
Mammography.
The process of using X-rays to examine the breast for the early detection of breast cancer.
Examples:
Diagnostic mammography. Digital mammography. Women should get regular mammography screenings as a preventative measure for breast cancer.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Quack.
A person who pretends to have medical or other skills or credentials that they do not possess. A charlatan or fraud. Verb, to make the sound of a duck.
Examples:
Quack doctor. Quack product. The healthcare industry is cracking down on quack remedies and treatments that lack scientific evidence.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
patient in the hospital, patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Enema.
A medical procedure in which a liquid solution is introduced into the rectum or colon to cleanse, lubricate, or administer medication, often used as a treatment or a means of preparing for certain medical procedures.
Examples:
medical enema, saline enema. Before the surgery, the patient was instructed to undergo a cleansing enema.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
a magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Beet.
A thick, fleshy, edible root vegetable, typically having a dark red or purplish color. A plant of the goosefoot family that produces this vegetable.
Examples:
beet salad. Roasted beet. She made a delicious salad using fresh beets from her garden.
Garlic.
A strong-smelling, pungent-tasting bulb used as a seasoning in cooking.
Examples:
garlic bulb. Garlic herb. When using fresh garlic in cooking, it's important to carefully mince or press the cloves to release their flavor and aroma fully.
Retrovirus.
A type of RNA virus that uses the enzyme reverse transcriptase to convert its RNA into DNA, which then inserts itself into the host cell's genome, which can cause a variety of diseases in humans and animals, including HIV, human immunodeficiency virus.
Examples:
retrovirus infection. Feline retrovirus. The patient's condition improved after beginning a retrovirus-targeted treatment regimen.
Needless.
Describing something unnecessary, pointless, or superfluous and could be avoided without any harm or adverse consequences.
Examples:
needless argument. Needless waste. This needless paperwork is wasting our time and resources.
Plague.
Any epidemic disease with a high death rate, also called pest, a serious, sometimes fatal, infection spread by rats that causes fever and swellings on the body.
Examples:
Catch the plague. Deadly plague. Our farm experienced a plague of locusts this year.
Consequence:
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Mindless.
Lacking in awareness, thought, or attention, done without thinking or consideration, pointless or empty-headed.
Examples:
Mindless task. Mindless entertainment. Mindless scrolling on social media can be a time waster.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples:
Absurd storyline. An absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Proponent.
A person who supports an idea or pleads for a cause.
Examples:
Enthusiastic proponent. Proponent of world peace. Einstein was a proponent of the theory of relativity.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Idiot.
A foolish or stupid person who lacks common sense or judgment, a derogatory term used to describe someone who is mentally deficient.
Examples:
Idiot driver. What an idiot. He acted like an idiot and spilled his drink all over the floor.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position, a public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Ideology.
A set of beliefs or philosophies that an economic or political system is based on.
Examples:
The ideology of the left. Political ideology. Racial equality is an integral part of democratic ideology.
Grain.
Wheat or any other small hard seeds used as a food, a relatively small granular particle of a substance.
Examples:
A grain of sand. Flour made from grain. Ordinary air purifiers cannot adequately remove pollen grains.
Sprig.
A small stem or shoot of a plant, usually with leaves or flowers attached.
Examples:
Sprig of rosemary. Mint sprig. I picked a sprig of lavender from my garden to freshen up my room.
Parsley.
A biennial herb with flat or curly green leaves that are commonly used as a garnish or seasoning in cooking, often added to dishes for its fresh flavor and decorative purposes.
Examples:
Italian parsley. Chopped parsley. I added some fresh parsley to the dish for added flavor.
Sprout.
To grow or develop new parts, typically leaves or shoots, from a plant, to emerge, develop, or arise gradually or suddenly. Noun, a young shoot or plant that emerges from a seed and starts to grow.
Examples:
Sprout seeds. Sprout wings. The flowers in the garden began to sprout after the first rain of the season.
Modify.
To change something slightly, such as a plan, option, law, etc., especially to make it more suitable for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Genetically modify food. Modify my behavior. We use adverbs to modify verbs and adjectives.
Tangerine.
A sweet, juicy citrus fruit that is smaller and sweeter than an orange, usually with a reddish-orange peel.
Examples:
Tangerine peel. Tangerine flavor. I love the taste of fresh tangerine juice in the morning.
Cantaloupe.
A type of melon with a ribbed, greenish peel and sweet, orange flesh, commonly consumed as a fruit and used in various culinary preparations.
Examples:
Sliced cantaloupe. Sweet cantaloupe. I bought a ripe and juicy cantaloupe from the grocery store for a refreshing snack.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
precise analyses, estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
a constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Pesticide.
A substance used for preventing, destroying, repelling, or mitigating any pest.
Examples:
pesticide application. Pesticide residue. The farmer sprayed pesticide on his crops to protect them from insects.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
hormone secretion. Female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Monoculture.
The cultivation of a single crop or type of animal over a wide area.
Examples:
monoculture strategy. Corn monoculture. Monoculture farming can also increase the risk of pests and diseases, as the lack of diversity makes it easier for these organisms to spread and cause harm to the crop.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Patent.
A legal document that grants an inventor exclusive rights to their invention for a certain period of time, the invention or process for which a patent has been granted.
Examples:
patent application. Patent law. The company has filed for a patent to protect its new invention.
Seed.
A small, hard, often round, a reproductive structure that contains a plant's genetic material and is capable of growing into a new plant.
Examples:
a seed coat. Seed money. He planted the seed in the soil and waited for it to sprout.
Morality.
Principles of right and evil or good and bad behavior.
Examples:
business morality, sense of morality. She found fault with the morality of politicians.
Process:
a series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Deaden:
to make something less intense, active, or lively, to reduce the effect, force, or impact of something.
Examples:
deaden the impact, deaden the pain. The thick curtains helped deaden the sound coming from the busy street outside.
Prosper:
to be successful or thriving, especially financially, to grow and develop well, to flourish.
Examples:
prosper in the long run, prosper as a trading hub. With careful planning and hard work, she was able to prosper in her new business venture.
Invest:
to put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
invest in stocks, invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Encourage:
to give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
encourage a sense of affinity, encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Rot:
to decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
begin to rot, rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Cassava:
a starchy, tuberous root plant that is native to South America and is grown in many tropical and subtropical regions around the world.
Examples:
cassava flour, cassava starch. Cassava leaves are also eaten as a vegetable in some parts of the world.
Instance:
a particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
for instance, notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Calorie:
unit of heat defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius at atmospheric pressure, used by nutritionists to measure how much energy food will produce.
Examples:
calorie calculation, Reduce my calorie intake. It would be best if you burned off calories through vigorous exercise.
Nutrient.
Any substance that is essential for the maintenance and growth of living things.
Examples:
nutrient medicine, a nutrient for hair. They used fast-acting nutrients on the flowers in the flower beds.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
stress protein, protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
blind to the beauties, blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
starve for a victory, starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Gene.
The fundamental unit of heredity and the sequence of nucleotides in DNA that codes for the creation of RNA or protein.
Examples:
gene expression, gene cloning. A defective gene is responsible for the disease.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
a ridiculous amount of money, a ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
passion hobby, passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Insistence.
The act or an instance of demanding or saying something clearly, persistence.
Examples:
collective insistence, rigid insistence. Despite her insistence, he refused to change his mind.
Singular.
Being only one of its kind, unique.
Examples:
singular purpose, singular goal. The singular beauty of the night sky never ceases to amaze him.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
feel a bit guilty, guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Colonial.
Of or relating to a colony, equals a territory that is controlled by a more powerful country, to the period of time during which a country or region was a colony.
Examples:
Oppressive colonial rule. Colonial style. The city has a rich colonial history, with many historic buildings and landmarks.
Selfish.
Concerned primarily with one's profit or pleasure without regard for others, forming or arising from a person's self or interest.
Examples:
Selfish motive. Selfish desire. His selfish ambition caused him to step on others to climb the corporate ladder.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
The ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Concerned.
Feeling worry or interest about something, showing interest or attention.
Examples:
Persons concerned. Concerned citizen. I am concerned about the safety of the children playing in the park.